Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chris with the C. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Epic day today. Look what we got. Guys, we have got a Arrma Big Rock 6S. Now, it's been a while since I've managed to get my hands on another 6S Arrma, and I realised basically this was the only one that I kind of really haven't had a look at. Now, I was intending, this is a bit of a story, I was intending actually getting a Fireteam or another Notorious, and basically a friend of mine came up with a bit of a trade, and this came up. Now what you're looking at, guys, is obviously I think they class it as a 1/7 scale platform. It's I want to say it's 1/7. It's essentially a larger than a 1/8 scale. It's the Arrma's long wheelbase chassis. Now, as you know, I'm very familiar with 6S Arrmas. These kind of areas that I run in here are absolutely epic for running the cars. But the floor is quite uneven, quite hard. Even though it looks lovely, it's actually quite rough. Now, there was one thing I did notice from running up here was the Notorious actually handled it lovely. And I think, well, what can I replicate that with? So anyway, talking to a friend, we came up with a bit of a deal, and I've actually ended up with this car, guys. The 6S Arrma Big Rock. Long wheelbase chassis. A lot of you guys, obviously, on the channel will probably be very familiar with this sort of truck. As you can see, I have already added my own little touch. I've got some custom RC upgrade wheel nuts. But the car, guys, just to kind of look over it, it's absolutely immaculate. I want to say a massive thank you to Anthony for coming up with the trade. It was nice to get my hands on another one of these. It is essentially a second-hand car, guys, but look at the actual condition of the car. It's mint, absolutely mint. Now, talking to Anthony, he only ran it a few times and basically wanted to trade up. So 2050 kV motor, I believe it's a 4272, is that right? Doesn't actually say it, I think it is. 150 amp, the version 2, the black version or the grey, or basically their new version with the 7.4 back, loads of different changes. We have got a S665, as you know. I do rate those servos quite well. Now the plan is with this truck is I want to run it for as long as I can stock, all right? Maybe what we'll do, guys, thinking about it is, no, obviously with the sledge, we did the 10-pack challenge, and it was a case of running the car and seeing how I got on after 10 packs, then maybe look at upgrades. I think we'll probably do that with this one and keep running the car. So obviously the newcomers into the hobby will actually get an idea of what they're actually buying if they go for something like this, or it will give me a clear indication of what actually needs upgrading. Now, I do feel like the weak point on many Arrmas is definitely the shock towers. With the Notorious, I had the M2C shock towers on there, was absolutely brilliant. Really, really nice, work well. I am thinking that the chassis braces here will need upgrading at some point, and obviously I normally go with a chassis. Other than that, I want to try and leave this stock, but I'm going to do the 10-pack challenge and basically give the car a bit of a run. Specs on this car, I will put a link in the description if you're interested in knowing the full specs. But to long short, it's a 6S car, 2050 kV motor, 150 amp ESC, 25, I think it's 25 kilogram servo, running at 7.4 back. The diffs have all been tuned by Anthony previously, very, very stringent on doing that sort of thing. I have checked the car over. The only thing was, there was one wheel hex missing on this side, but I got a replacement. Thanks to Arrma for setting me up with that. That's on its way. The one thing I did notice was how heavy this body was. The body, guys, well, to be honest, Anthony did a cracking job of lining the inside. There was a slight mark from where he's run it on there. As you can see, there's a little line. But other than that, no damage at all. But he did line the inside, so I might toughen up the rear end a bit more. But it was the sheer weight of it, to be honest with you. I'm quite excited. The battery, you can see I've got a battery pack in it. I've got a Turnkey Rapid 6100C battery, and they're all charged up. We're going to run 2 packs through this today, so there'll be 2 packs if we get through this without a problem. And then we'll start counting upwards towards 10, and then we'll start thinking about upgrades. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. I'm going to put the head cam on, guys, and we'll start giving this a rip. How's that? See you in a sec. Right guys, so as you know, I absolutely love my 6S Arrmas. Arrma trucks on my channel are definitely a thing. I haven't got any preference in vehicles. I like what I like, and that's that. I have already got my Radio Link handset on there because the car did come with no handset or receiver, which isn't a problem because we've got this bad boy to work with. Really like this. Look, little bug on there. Go away, little man. There you go, all gone. I have bound it all up. We are going to be running some gyro on the car a little bit as well. Now, I will say though, the stretch from this is quite a fair bit, I've noticed. Obviously for these battery straps, let's tie that back in. Throw all that down. Been very excited to get this out today. The weather is on our side right now, so let's turn it on. Famous Spectrum beeping noise. I have missed that noise a little bit, I'll be honest with you, not going to lie to you. I do like this clipless body system, e.g. you've obviously only got it on the rear. Now, this is my first long wheelbase Arrma. I did previously drive the Fireteam and absolutely adored it. Now, a lot of you in the comments are already going to say, Chris, why are you running the Ragnaroks? Well, good reason, guys. I won this truck basically for, you know, obviously sliding around on the floor, that sort of thing. Let's just a head cam, 2 secs. And I have read that these Ragnaroks are going to be pretty good for that. It did come with an additional set of 6S backflips, so I'm good with it in that sense. First pack, let's just get to know the car a little bit, shall we? Nice. It's quite a weighty feel to it. Nice. Stable. Very stable. What I'll do, I'll bring it in a moment. We'll check over the wheel nuts because they are brand new wheels. Yes, this rips mine. Wow. It's got some get up and go. I have turned all the settings back to stock. Right, I have got gyro on here. I'm going to turn it off a sec. That back end is flopping about. Yes, yes, I like this. Feels essentially like a great big Creighton. Tyres are perfect actually for this. Brakes are quite sharp, I've noticed, so I've got to be careful with that. Flying, absolutely flying. Kicking that back end around a little bit on power, there you go. I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of preload on the rear in a sec. Let's take the car around this bend down here. Epic, epic, epic. Handles great. Turn you around that. Oh. Got some really good stability on this sort of ground. Oh, we're in the grass. Wicked. Wicked, wicked. I love this. Right, so what we'll do is raise up our suspension straight away. I notice it caught on a rock down by there. My God, it's a flying machine. This is wicked. Wicked, guys. 6S Arrmas, honestly, they're bonkers. Tap on the brakes. It handles really nicely, actually. Turn in. It's got so much get up and go. So I am running the stock pinion. See, like loads of people have said about these tyres, oh, they're rubbish, they're this. Look at the ground. This is perfect territory for Rocks. And they're exactly the same tread pattern that was on my 3S Arrma. I want to raise the back end of the suspension up a little bit, 2 seconds. Perfect territory for this sort of tyre pattern. Let's adjust the head cam. Oh. Let's just check this rear. It did catch a rear. No, everything's fine. Lots and lots of mud on the mud guards. There you go. Take that off. Look at that. Look at it. Right. I'm going to raise this rear suspension up just a touch. Put a little bit of preload on there. My God. Yeah, all right. I'm going to have to clean this later. I know that much. Wind down the shocks. Okay, on this side. Yeah, well, there's loads and loads of mud inside there. Might see if we can get a bit of a... You can buy mud guards to go around this part here as well. Right, let's keep running the car. Motor, a little bit of temperature in here, nothing major. Oh, I got the fizz. I do have the fizz going on here, guys. What an epic truck. I want to say a massive thank you to each and everyone who's obviously watching all these videos, guys. Absolutely amazing. The channel is booming. It's all down to you lot in the community. Yes, all right, I'm out recording the videos. But without you guys, the channel would be a bit pointless, really, wouldn't it? There you go. That body's back on. Sun's starting to come out. What a good time to run this car. Oh, actually, no, tell a lie, let's check the wheel nuts before we have an issue. I've never had custom RC upgrades wheel nut play up on me mind, but still. Make sure they're nice and tight. Yeah, hold tight there. Hold tight there. Yes, all good. Right, let's go. I have turned the punch to level 5. I think the stock is 4. Let's put LVC to 3.2 and the BEC voltage to 7.4. I actually don't even need to run gyro on this. I'll be straight. It's got a lot of poke. Oh, on the brakes a bit hard there. What I like about these Arrma trucks, you can kind of roll on the power a little bit. Especially these larger ones, you can kind of let the power roll in. It's not scatty, it's not bonkers. roll on the power again. Epic. Wicked. Wicked truck, honestly. Now guys, I was thinking about doing a first user check video, but this truck had already been kind of, all the kinks had been worked out beforehand, all the diffs have been checked. If you want to see something like that, please let me know, because obviously newcomers to the hobby, wow, that rock by there, look at it. One poking out just by there. So stable, this. Around that little curve, on the brakes, back down. Wicked. Cheeky little wheelie. I like this. My God. This is probably the most stable truck I've had up here. I like these tyres. Awesome, awesome bit of kit. Oh, nearly. My God, this, guys, I'm going to put this out here. So far, this is possibly my favourite Arrma I've played with. Especially as a ground basher. This is wicked. I love the fact that it's not too... Right, now if I change the tyres up, let's put it this way. Right, I'm probably going to end up wheelie heaven. Not be able to kind of get that back end around, give it a bit of rotation. Look, it's on a power, gas, gas, gas. Turn, turn, and then brake. Yeah, wicked. It just handles. Loving this, loving this. This is... just got that like completely controllable vibe going on. I'm not running any gyro, as you know. I always run a gyro. Loads of people say about these servos, oh, I don't like these servos. I think they're awesome. They're a mystical little beast. Brake. I don't want to be that guy. I'm covered in mud. I don't want to be that guy who goes, oh yeah, this is awesome every single time I have a car out. But as you know, with a Creighton, I struggled. I did struggle, guys. And this is what they class as a, whoop, whoop. Managed to throttle that out then. As a class as a BLX version, and I love it. Whoa! Whoop, starting to dry up here now. Turn in. Whoa! And that is LVC. Well, guys, first pack through. What an absolute weapon of a machine. I like this a lot. That's a massive one of them so far. It's giving me the fizz, this one. Right, see you in a second. Right, I wanted that little break, 2 seconds, just to collect my thoughts here. But holy crap, this thing's nice. I really like this. I'm struggling to find things bad here. I want to, actually I might take the wheel off in a sec because there's lots and lots of mud stuck in it. Thank you, Anthony, for fitting these mud guards, by the way, mate. Awesome. Because I do feel that if you hadn't have done that, this back drive shaft and everything would have been absolutely knackered by now. This, look at it. Mud, anyone? Right. Let's clean that off. Turn the car off a second. Motor's definitely got a bit of temperature going on. Battery and ESC are all doing fine. Let's take this wheel off by here. I love the feeling of this this long wheelbase platform though, driving it. What a wicked piece of kit. Look at the state of the wheels. Oh my god. Right, let's turn the handset off for 5. I'm going to clean some of the crap out of here quickly. Look at that. There's one load by there. Right, I'm going to do the same with this wheel. I'm going to pause the video 2 secs, guys. Right, okay, so cleaned all the back off, cleaned all the wheels off. Just give it a little bit of a wipe out in between, keeps all the debris out, look. I try to make sure there's not too much built up, so it makes it even worse, guys, obviously when you take it home. But yeah, wicked little truck, honestly. You've got a fresh battery pack in here now. Let's turn the handset back on. So the handset's on. There you go, 6S on. I'm very, very, very happy with this so far. The first run, I don't know what else to say here, guys, other than it's got a lot of power. It is controllable at the same time. I like the electronics. I do definitely, it's my second time around with these electronics and I've got no issues with them at all. If I had to pick sort of my favorite electronics from a manufacturer, these version 2s would definitely be right up there. So let's give it another rip round here. Steering's holding up great. I think probably the one thing I might do is look at a different servo saver. I like the one that was on the Creighton EXP. This one, by the looks on thing, doesn't actually have it. But having said that, when the car's running, as you can see, it doesn't really have a problem. It's definitely got some get up and go. I don't even think I'm going to change gearing. Can't see where I'm going. How can I make this a bit of a track? Let's have a look. Down over this side. Up around this corner. Turn. Over to this right hand side. Brake around. Oh! I was trying to go around it then. Completely misjudged that, but there you go. Oh my God, this big rock though. What a wicked, wicked piece of equipment this is. I think I've definitely found my platform, guys, when it comes to the Arrmas. This is the one. Now, I haven't had a chance to own a Fireteam myself, but oh, what a piece of kit! It's wicked. Holy cow. Whoa, tumble, 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 tumble. Oh, Jesus. My God. That, my friends, is old Dusty at his finest. We got a shock. I don't know what's happened here, but that is definitely not happy. Ah, you're joking. We have snapped. What's gone on here? I've definitely lost the drive shaft. Right, we've lost the drive shaft. We've ripped the hub out as well by the looks on things. So I'm going to have to pause it 2 seconds. That was going so well for this car. Right guys, so managed to find the drive shaft. I've scoured up and down here for about 15 minutes. I was on the phone with friends and all sorts. Turns out it was right by the car. Go figure. There's a drive shaft. Right, it is a success this, so don't panic. Mr. Mannering, as he would say, this is actually good. It's not a bad thing. Nothing's damaged. Now, let me explain to you quickly. Okay, so despite it doesn't look pretty, all that's happened here is there's a nylock nut on the end of here. There. The nylock nut has come loose and it's pulled out. Okay, so then released the hub. The hub is fine. So we're actually in good shape. The whole of the rest of the car is absolutely fine. I mean, Christ, look at the mud. Honestly, unbelievable. But so far, I'm going to call this a success. Now, regardless of this, all right, forget about that. The arm isn't broken. We're not damaged on the arm. See? Hole in the arm is absolutely fine. All it is just this hinge pin here. The nut has come off the front of it. Now, my guess is, I don't know if Anthony did this, but I'm not sure if he took that hinge pin out when he fitted the mud flap. So I can't say yes, can't say no. But the rest of the car, as you can see, is absolutely fine. No issues at all. Everything is cool. Body is actually tougher than I anticipated, so that's a good thing. yeah, I'm going to call this a success, despite the fact that it looks like it's been through a bush backwards. The good thing is here, there's nothing actually broken, and I found the drive shaft. Drive shaft is here, as we mentioned, so that is all good. Now, awesome truck. Let's talk about the handling. I really like the way the truck handles. I'm going to be back up here a lot more. No issues with the way the truck's driving. The rear end could probably do with a couple more turns on the shock strap, a little bit more preload, stop the back end sitting down as much as it does. Power's definitely there. No issues at all there. Gearing, I'm probably not even going to bother touching it. I think this is just a case of run 10 packs and go for it. I mean, I'm going to call this, even though it's only pack number 2 and we haven't finished it off, I'm going to call it a success with 2 packs, despite that nut coming out, because I can't say how it's happened. I mean, yes, we had a tumble down to here, but by the looks on things, it was a loose nut, and I could, in theory, just pop that back in and keep running. I didn't have a spare nut on me, so I can't really do anything about that. And I don't think there's anything, no, there isn't. There's nothing I could rob a nut off to keep going. I want to say a massive thank you to Anthony, obviously, for hooking me up with the car. I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you for watching the videos as well. I really like this truck. Really like it. It's got plenty of get up and go, stable as hell. More than enough power to cope with the sort of thing here. Old dusty, it may not look a lot here, guys, but I tell you what, some of the rocks poking out the floor, as you just witnessed, they can be pretty brutal when you catch them wrong. Now, will it go up a jump? Probably at some point. But I want to keep ripping up here, enjoying it. That sort of elongated platform is essentially a great big Creighton. Guys, please check the box for more videos. Till next time, thank you very much for watching the first run. I hope you like the new truck, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later, guys.